Clara. Hey, Larry. I think this is how we started yesterday, too. Was Zelda playing with that thing. We've got to figure out the Wi-Fi situation in that room. It seems to be where all the happenings are.
Didn't figure it out before.
Hey, Fern. Wilson. Hey, Wilson. Hey, Wilson.
Buddy. What you doing, bud? Eat some shoes.
Yeah. He and Hank both have an affinity for my shoes. Fern says hello.
Hello. Everyone took all my toys away. She dropped that one.
She wouldn't let it go yesterday, and she was on her side like Doc, and I was pulling her across the floor.
He's a little bit heavier.
But he's not going to let it go. Are you? You're still not going to let it go. Getting your jumps in early.
She's doing flips on the main ring camera before he started. Close up. She's doing backflips and stuff.
Doc is in a sweet mood. He's not going crazy. Yet. And just like that, I jinxed that.
Waking the beast.
I'm going to get the flea comb on you again, Doc. You should not have any. I don't think any of them have fleas, but they all keep scratching. And I can't figure out why.
I told you, Andy sees
Hey, D. Hutch. That's what Melanie was saying. Maybe it's like a seasonal thing. I don't know. They've all been treated with flea medication. They should not have any fleas. I've not found any fleas. But they all seem to be scratching.
Just on their face.
Yeah, their face and around their neck.
Might be able to get it before Doc gets it this time. Pan back over.
It's possible, D. Hutch. Yeah, we have pest control that comes out on a regular basis here. Hey, Connie. Here's Hank. I didn't know you liked those.
I like whatever you try and keep away from me. Is my leg scary?
She's doing better today, Connie. She's still making me hold the phone, though. She didn't feel well enough to do that, apparently. What's up, Hank? Oh, I gotta spin around. Hey, Lionel. That may be it, Larry. I'm not sure. Stella's got a little scaly spot on her neck where she's been scratching.
Well, she's on a different flea medicine that's supposed to be good for.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 months. Yeah, she's on Bravecto. The other guy's got Revolution, so she definitely shouldn't have anything going on. Not for as expensive as that stuff was. Where are you going, Wilson? I'm telling you, everybody wants to go in there now. That's where the party is.
Party zone.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to the party zone.
Well, we went in there. We just didn't go to that section of it.
Where did we go in?
To the Coke thing?
We went to Atlanta.
No,
Or
we.
Kittens, Florida.
Okay, I thought we went in there.
No, we were like, well, we've already been to it. We've tasted all the sodas. We went to the party zone.
There has to be a reason, Larry. I don't know. We can't follow, and the Wi-Fi doesn't reach in there. It's where they plot. That's probably where Hank and Wilson plotted their protest last week.
I think the solution might be Doc in a big carrier, Lionel and Zelda together in a big carrier, and then the protesters in their individual.
Yeah, maybe so.
And one of them be together because they're so traumatized, so they can keep each other company. But if they're gonna do that, then
Or we may just have to put a carrier like up on its end and lower them both in it at the same time.
I have options.
So yeah, we're supposed to go back to PetSmart tomorrow. Got to figure out a method on getting Hank and Wilson in there. I'm contemplating it, Connie. It just depends on how it goes with the two troublemakers. Why are you just sitting there, Doc?
No. Cat distraction. Zelda.
It just comes out of nowhere. She's only interested if they're moving.
Trying to get Doc back over here. He's watching this.
I don't think any of them were totally comfortable with it, but other than Percy. Percy was, I mean, just totally oblivious to everything and just acted like Percy. But Lionel and Zelda were scared. They didn't look as scared when they were in their little cave together, but when you opened it up and tried to pet them or picked them up or whatever, it was obvious. Doc was okay. Again, he was fine when he was in the condo in his bed, but when you picked him up, you could tell he was scared and he just wanted to go back in it. That was his.
Climb as high as possible on
Yeah.
your body.
It was actually their safe spot being in the condo. No, what is going on? I hit something, I don't know. Was that today, Connie? I got you. Well, how did they do? get anybody adopted, or?
What are you staring at?
Well, that's cool. I hope we can be that lucky and adopt them in pairs.
Who's that?
I got you. 2 cats from the critter room.
Oh,
Shelby and Lizzie.
they went together.
Yeah, they were adopted before they went to PetSmart, apparently. That was just the rendezvous point. I wish we could have done that. I mean, we tried our best to make that happen.
Who was crying? Who was being picked on?
But we'll see tomorrow. We had no follow-up with any of the people that showed interest last weekend during the week, so. But yeah, I think we're gonna make some little business card things with our contact information on it to give people, and maybe that'll be a little bit easier than just asking people to plug stuff in their phone on how to get in touch with us. Hank.
Such the itch.
You know, Fern, anybody that contacted us through Pet Finder before we ever did any of the PetSmart things, I would always give that to them. We didn't really advertise it as much at PetSmart as we should have. But I'm going to try to get here a little early tomorrow, and maybe I'll have time to do the business cards, and I can print up their own little adoption cards to hang on the condo. They have all the adoption cards on the cats that are in the cages there, but since we were kind of out in the open, we didn't have any on the condo. Thank you, Fern. My fear is that these guys have grown so much, they're not gonna get the interest that a smaller kitten would get. But I mean, all the older videos are archived. You can see them grow and all that. Oh.
Jinx. I know they're not as cute and maybe not as adoptable as they were when they were smaller, but I think they're still at a good age,
Yeah,
especially for people who work and
I
stuff.
think they're at the perfect age where they can be left alone and won't cause too much trouble, but they're still playful. I totally understand, Fern. Lionel would be at my house right now if we didn't have 8. And so would Doc. So would all of them. I'm not going to single anybody out.
I told him we just gotta buy a new house that's twice as big as our current house, and then we'll have room for twice as many cats.
No, 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 no. 8 is enough. Wasn't that a TV show?
I think so.
Well, everybody's...
Still cold.
Doc is over there being antisocial.
What are you doing?
there's Stumpy. Stumpy's like, well, if nobody else is around, I'll play. Stumpy loves to play, but she just doesn't get a chance to as often because she's so reluctant to get in the mix with all the kittens.
What does she like?
Playing. Well, I guess it's this time. So I will move out of the middle of the floor. What? Yeah, it happens. It was a little difficult to do this yesterday by myself with phone in one hand and that in the other. Yeah, I did my best. I probably made people throw up, but we managed.
What, everyone?
Hello, Stumpy. Hello, Stumpy.
Trying to get it straight.
And Lily's posted up on the chair there waiting on it. We need some flips today. We got a couple out of Zelda yesterday, but hopefully we will improve. Yeah, they should have a little more energy today than they did yesterday. I did come up here and let them run around for an hour or two earlier in the day. Well, come on, Wilson. Yeah.
Stop me. Don't smack his face.
Jeez, Wilson. I'm hoping to change that here soon, Connie. I think the rescue that we've been working with has a ton of potential that is yet to be untapped. I mean, they don't really have, they have minimal social media presence. I'm going to try to help them with that. I haven't discussed any of that with her yet, but I've learned things in doing this with Facebook targeted advertising and all that. I think you could get a pretty big base of followers, and then you could solicit donations, and you could advertise your cats at PetSmart, and I think there's just some things that, and it may be just because of a lack of time. Everybody works and has kids and
Has cats.
yeah, has their own thing going on, but
But everyone is fostering somebody.
I feel like that split amongst several volunteers, a lot more could be put out to the public and would help a lot. But I'm going to suggest that to her when I have just a chance to sit down and talk with her. I mean, the PetSmart things aren't always good for that because everybody's running around. Hey, Mr. Krabs. What? You want to come sit with me? Or are you just going to cry at me? stop for a short visit. What are you doing, Hank?
You had long enough.
He hops off my lap and walks over there and just plops down. And he gets on the litter box. He likes to sit on that. But yeah, I'm thinking social media presence for the rescue group is a little lacking through no fault of anybody. It's just nobody's thought to spend the money on the advertising, which Facebook advertising is cheap, relatively speaking. I mean, when you can reach 5,000 or 6,000 people for less than $50. You only pay for what you use. I mean, you set a budget and it, you know, as people see it and engage with it, that's what you're charged based on engagement.
Last time you, like, did you pay extra to link it to Instagram?
Huh?
The last post, you linked it to Instagram too. Is that extra versus the other times you've advertised it?
Yeah.
Like, how much extra?
Fern, we do have 24-hour cams here. Stella's room is probably the most viewable, I guess you would say. We leave one running out here in this main room, but it's in a position where you can't really, excuse me, can't really see anybody up close. But in Stella's room, that one's, you can see everything fine in there, unless they go off to the one side of the room. But typically they hang out in the hammocks or on their beds. And then there's one in this room over here where Lily likes to lay sometimes.
I really want it this time.
Yeah, if you just go to our channel, you should see the 3 24-hour ones.
I know some of you guys watch all of them at once while we're doing this, or at least the main ring cam, so you can see a wider view of everyone.
And seeing as how this is an office and I have coworkers up here, I do shut the camera off in here during business hours. Usually from about 8 to a little after 5 when everybody clears out.
And none of them have sound anymore.
Yeah, we've kind of turned the sound off.
Ah! You missed it. You talked like as high as my face.
There we go.
Oh, so that's enough.
But it's just the main room here that gets turned off. Stella's room stays on and the other room stays on, but they typically stay out here in the spare room during the day. Good one.
Or they run in and out of the other room.
Yeah, they're pretty mobile. Oh, Hank. I saw my opportunity.
You okay, buddy? Oh, gracious, you guys. You're not indestructible. Still laughing, flying across the room.
But yeah, with Clara's kittens, I thought we'd hit the jackpot at first just because they all started getting adopted relatively early.
Pretty quickly after we put them on Pet Finder.
Yeah.
Like we said, the YouTube thing is awesome for followers and all you guys and giving them stuff and donations, but it hasn't really led to any of
Yeah,
their
we've
direct
yet to have
options.
anybody tell us that they found us through YouTube or anything like that. The one lady that was interested in Lionel did say that she had seen all of the kittens online, and I don't know if that was
Probably on Pet Finder.
either Pet Finder or through my Facebook ads. I'm pretty sure I know what her name is now, but I don't know 100%. Just because she likes the posts that we put up. Sometimes. Not all the time. I really wanted to hear from her this week. But maybe she'll come back tomorrow.
Maybe she was there today.
Well, if she came today, she'll know that they'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Look out. That was Wilson's sneak attack.
I let it go, buddy. Right on to Clara. Onto the litter box. Good effort, Lionel.
He tries. Tries as hard as anybody.
That's what Hank keeps doing. Out of left field. Who's Hank? What is it, that Three Caballeros cartoon? The one with the little flying donkey.
I don't know.
Here comes Burrito! He was behind and then he came flying up the field.
I think Lionel and Zelda got the most attention because they were all snuggled up together in that cave. Everyone took notice of that. We'll put them together again tomorrow. They seem to comfort one another.
Lionel says, hey.
Speak of the devil. Hello, Lionel. Well, come on. Come on up. He comes up, gets in my lap, and says, no, I'd rather just be over here walking around talking to you. Yeah, he has a very baby meow for a cat his size.
Are you watching?
Yeah, I had it pointed that way.
I think you're crazy.
He's back. Yeah, he was fine. He took it a lot better than I thought he would. As I was saying, if you took him out of his bed, you could tell he was nervous because he was real tense and wanted to climb up you and get really high up, and was very anxious to get back in the condo when you took him out. But once he was in there, he was fine, and you know, people would come look at him and reach in and pet him, and he did good.
Called it. Predicted it.
Well, my phone says it's about to start raining, and we still have to go to the store. I guess we'll go ahead and call it a night, but I want to get here. We're supposed to be there tomorrow 1 to 4. Yeah, the little kittens that were in there, they were pretty oblivious to everything that was going on too, but not these guys. But yeah, we're supposed to be there 1 to 4 tomorrow, so I need to get here probably. I'm going to shoot for 10:30 or 11 in the morning so we can get the close-up in, and I've got time to clean everything and hopefully print out our business card deal and leave out of here around 12:30. So 10:30 or 11, I should be here tomorrow. And we'll do a close-up then, in case someone gets adopted and doesn't come back with us.
Let it go, buddy.
We're crossing them, Connie. I'm hoping that lady comes back and says she can't live without Lionel and Zelda. So, but thank all you guys. We appreciate it.
Try them again. They're too good. Too good. Oh, wild animal.
And we will do it all again tomorrow morning. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.